Hey guys. Hey guys. So I'm going to do a recap. Of The Woman Evolve. I know I look crazy. Like, I don't even care. I know I look crazy. I don't even care. But I'm going to do a recap. And I got some notes for you guys that did not attend or was not able to attend Women Evolve in Texas 2024. And I'm give you guys some revelations that I had got from the Women Evolve event. It was amazing. I really didn't know what to expect. But when I got there, the Holy Spirit met me there. It was exactly what I needed. All 3 days was amazing. Like, all 3 days followed the next day. Like, all 3 days was on point. Now, I've been to plenty of business events, networking events. And with this was more spiritual, but it was also business too. So it was business and spiritual. So you got to network with people. You got to get your spirit fed, at the same time. And you were able to get revelations, right? You were able to get revelations about your business, about your marriage, about your career, about, just whatever like you were trying, to do. So I feel like it was a great experience. Like, I'm still high from the Women Evolve because it was just so much. And just being in the room with 40,000 women was inspiring all in itself. Okay. Just being in a room with 40,000 women, 95% of the room was women, was just inspiring to see how women are coming together because we want spiritual food, right? We want, our spirit to grow. We want better. We want better for our children. We want better for our communities. We want better for ourselves, our marriages, our relationships, right? So it was hands down phenomenal. Hey guys, let me know where you're coming in from. But it was hands down phenomenal. I had a great time. You barely had time to eat because it went from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday it ended maybe about 2, 3 o'clock. But you really didn't have time to eat, so you really had to just eat the concession food that was there. And if you went outside to get any kind of food, the line was ridiculous. So there was really no time to eat. It was like you got there, they started on time, they ended. Even after they ended, people were shouting. Women's lashes was full. I saw lashes on the floor. My wig was tilted. Girls' makeup was dripping. My makeup it was insane, right? And I feel like every woman should have been in that room, right? I feel like all of my aunt, my mother, my cousins, my friends, like I feel like everybody should have been in that room to get that energy, right? To be able to get that spirituality, to be able to grow, as a person, right? So I feel like everybody really should have been in that room. With over 40,000 women, we praying, shouting, praising God, bombarding heaven. Blessings was definitely coming down, right? Blessings was definitely coming down. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Blessings were coming down. And you can feel the shift. You can feel it in the room. Like, this was not about Sarah Jake. This was not about TD Jake. This was about you going there and getting exactly what you needed. All right, because Sarah Jakes is a billionaire. TD Jakes is a billionaire. They don't need no money. So they were literally there to help us get what we needed. Okay, so I took some notes. Okay, and I'm going to just go over some of the notes that I actually took, so that you guys can go and maybe research, and maybe next year you guys can actually be at the event. The event is going to be next year in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena. And it's already 95. I want to say about 80% sold out. 80% already sold out. The tickets are cheap, $200. The rooms is like $200 a night. And I'm not sure how much the plane tickets are. But it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter how much it costs. Your spiritual, your soul is priceless, right? To heal yourself and to heal your soul is priceless. So anybody should be willing to pay any amount to heal themselves and to heal their soul. So next year, Women Evolve 2025 is going to be in Atlanta. Me and my friends that went, we already said that we're going to go there. Because it was a great experience. And I feel like if we can get that every year, get revelation every year, move forward every year, we can have more women becoming stronger, becoming better, becoming more productive in the world. So the first day, I missed half of it because we got there late. Our plane landed like around 1 o'clock. So I got there late. Then we grabbed something to eat. So I didn't get there till the second half, okay, on Thursday. Now, when I go again, I'm going to go a day before so I won't miss anything, okay? So the first day was Dr. Anita, okay? And she talked about mother wounds, okay? Mother wounds, okay? I couldn't really take too many notes because I was too busy crying. The girls, we was hugging each other. And we was just speaking life to one another. So Dr. Anita, I never heard of this lady ever. And she talked about mother wounds. And she talked about how we all suffer from some type of trauma that our mothers suffered from, right? So this goes back 14 generations. So if your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, if all of them suffered from something, then it trickled down to you, and now you're suffering from the trauma. Now you and your mother don't have a relationship. Now you and your daughters are not have a relationship. So the revelation that I got was, because I used to tell people my mother was dead to me, right? My mother did some horrible things to me because she got her trauma. She never got healed. She never got she never got the therapy she needed. She never had a hug. She never had a stable job. She never had a stable house. She never was stable in her mind, right? So her trauma, she passed it on to me. And hurt people, right? Hurt people, right? So in her hurting, right, she's hurting her own child and her own children, right? So of course, I didn't understand that. When I was younger, why my mom, didn't like me. Why was she beating me up? Why was she talking about me? Why was she saying all these, negative and bad things about me? So now, I used to tell people that she was dead to me. And the revelation that I got is, if I'm telling people that my mom is dead to me and my mom's blood is running through me, that means I have a part of me that's dead. Right? So that was like a whole revelation. So I was like, you know what? My mom is not dead to me. She's just miserable. She's just struggling. She's just upset. She's just not feeling love. She's unhealed. Right? So I said, I'm going to start praying for her in the spirit realm. Right? I'm going to start praying for her in the universe for her life, right? So that she can get healed. So she can find a man. So she can find a stable job. So she can find a stable house. Right? So her income could be stable so that she can get her life right, right? Because I'm on the journey of getting my life right, getting my money right, getting my relationships right. getting my career right. And I want that for, my mother too, right? So that was like a whole revelation. I was crying, everything. It was a whole revelation. And then I posted a 20-minute video so you guys can watch the video. And I had a whole revelation. And now I'm not telling people my mom's dead to me. Actually, a lady actually asked me when I came back, "Oh, how's your mom? I haven't seen your mom." I said, well, instead of me saying my mom is dead to me, I said to her, well, I haven't spoken to my mom in over 5 years. So I truly don't know how my mother is doing, but I will continue to pray for her. And that actually made me feel better, right? I felt good about saying that instead of saying, oh, my mom is dead, right? So now I'm giving life to her in the spirit. So that's giving life to myself. Okay. So this thing of trauma runs deep. Dr. Anita said it runs 14 years deep. And if somebody doesn't break this trauma, or if somebody in your family does not get healed, it continues to trickle down generation after generation after generation, just like poverty. Poverty continues to run in people's family year after year after year after year after year. Okay. And if somebody doesn't break it, it's just going to continue. Like Tiffany said, she said that it's a bloodline curse. Poverty is a bloodline curse. And if you don't break it, it's just going to continue. Just like trauma is a bloodline curse. If you don't break it, it will just continue. Okay. So I had a whole revelation for that. Then TD Jakes said, many people are thriving spiritually, but they're struggling naturally, right? So that simply means that people are trying to fill their spirit up. They're trying to get close to God. They're reading the Bible. They're going to church. They're praying, but then they're suffering financially. They're suffering physically. They got all kind of health problems. They got all kind of relationship problems. They got all kind of emotional problems. So people are trying to thrive spiritually, but naturally they are suffering. And that's what TD Jakes said. He got on stage at the event. He said that. And that was a whole revelation too. Also too, day one, they had Tiffany the Budgetnista, and they had I think Tiana Duckett, and they were talking about budgeting, listing out everything, how much money do you have every month, how much money is coming in versus how much money you're spending, and then have a savings account and have an investment account, and also have like an emergency account, and how you should prioritize your spending. Dr. Anita also talked about how, so I'm thinking about my daughters now, going from rules to relationships with your children, right? So oftentimes as parents, we don't know how to mother adult children, right? Because we used to just telling them what to do. We doing everything for them their whole life. And then now they become adult, where now they become independent. Sometimes we don't know how to handle that. Even for me, when my daughter turned 18, I didn't know how to handle that. I didn't know how to now be a mother to an adult child. So it was this friction, right? Plus it was the trauma, right? And it was the friction of, the me telling her what to do, versus her not listening to what I'm saying, versus I'm feeling like I'm powerless. And, she's feeling like, oh no, she's an adult now, so I shouldn't tell her what to do. So it was a battle. But Dr. Anita said that you got to go from rules to relationship. Now that was powerful right there. You got to trust God with your children. Okay. You got to look at your children as beautiful beings, as girls that are becoming women, right? Not your children, right? Unfortunately, as parents, we think about our kids as our kids for the rest of our life, but our kids are eventually become adults. So we got to look at them as adults. Right. And then we also have to now, understand that they are going through their transition too as an adult. So we got to go from telling them rules and telling them things to now building a relationship. And that was a whole revelation for me, because My 15-year-old, she's going to be 18 soon. She's going to be 21 soon. And now it's, instead of me telling her what to do, it's a relationship. It's a communication between us. And then that's going to also help me break the generational curse that my family has, right? Where me and my mom don't talk. My mom and her mother doesn't talk. And I'm breaking the curse because I don't want me and my daughters to be the same. I want to be there for my daughters. I want to be there when they go to college. I want to be there, when they get promotions. I want to be there, for them when they get married, they get their first house, they get their first apartment, they get their first whatever, right? They get pregnant, like whatever. I want to be able to be there, and my mom was never there for me. She never gave me a hug. She never gave me a kiss. We never went out together, any of that, right? So I suffered a lot, from the mother wounds. Like I didn't have a mother. Like I felt like a motherless child. So I felt like a motherless child. So that was a whole revelation, which was amazing. Dr. Anita also said, if you have a picture of yourself, let's just say you're young, your younger self, 20 years old, 10 years old, and start building that young person up. Because she also said that we have the little girl or the little boy inside of us, and we need the love. We need the affection. See, as children, we don't know we need love. We don't know we need affection. We don't know we need hugs. We don't know we need somebody to uplift us. We don't know that we need empowerment. It's not until we get older and realize, oh, I never got empowerment. I never got love. I never got a kiss. I never got someone that told me that I was beautiful. Right? It's not until you become an adult you realize, well, damn, I needed to be loved. I needed someone to tell me that I was beautiful. Right? So you don't realize that until you get an adult. Right? So kids are suffering because they don't know what they need. And then adults suffer as adults, because as you grow up, you suffer from the lack of what you needed. Because now you realize, I need a hug. I need a kiss. I needed someone to tell me that I loved me. But now, where do I find it? Do I find it in a spouse? Do I find that in relationships? Where do I find that at now? So we go from one confusion level to another confusion level as an adult, right? So, that was a whole revelation. And then she also talked about how women that are born, when their birth is hard. So a young lady, she said that she was born to her mom in the jail. So she had a hard birth. So she said that women that are born or have hard births or bad births, they actually have low self-esteem. So if you were born in jail, if you were born and you went right to foster care, you have lower self-esteem than women that didn't have bad births. So what she did charge us with, she told us to ask our parents, what was our birth like? How did you bring us into this world? Was it hard or was it easy? Now, we already know childbirth is not easy at all, right? But how were you birthed, right? Did you go to foster care as soon as you came out your mother's womb? Did you be born in jail, right? Because a lot of people were born in jail and they ended up in foster care. So we never got the love, right? We never got the affection as babies. So it's this hole that we have in our soul that we never fulfill because we're confused on where to find it at. So I'm telling you, Dr. Anita was amazing. I ended up downloading her book on Audible, and it was amazing. And she said, instead of, now this is what also had me have a revelation. She said that instead of tussling with your mom and saying that your mom is dead and, all of these different things and trying, to talk to your mom. If your mom was homeless, go and volunteer at the homeless shelter. If your mom suffered from mental health, go volunteer at a mental health place. If your mom was poor, go give to the poor. If your mom never got a hug, go hug somebody. She basically said, go serve. That's how we're going to heal. Surrender and serve. Okay? Surrender and serve. It was amazing. Then Sarah Jake, she got up there and talked about growth and development and how, you can decline in some things, but you also can increase in other areas. You'll be declining in one area, but you also will be increasing in another area. So Sarah Jakes, took us home with that. Now, the next day, it was Pastor Cheryl Brady. That little white lady, I'm telling you, I felt the whole room shifting. I felt the whole room shifting. I'm telling you, this lady was amazing. Okay, they had a body panel as well. They talked about, how, you need to surrender to pleasure, to sex, to, cake or ice cream or whatever. We got to surrender to the pleasure so that when we do have sex with our spouse, our husband, the pleasure can, be better. It was phenomenal. And then another lady named, I forgot her name, Renee Rollins, I think her name was. And she was saying how she was delivered from alcohol and she had delivered from porn. It was just like amazing. Pastor Cheryl Brady said, if you allow fear to terrorize you, it will eventually paralyze you. And she said, you should rely on God's power. And she said, greatness requires isolation. And there's too many criminals in church. And she said, you can't come to Woman Evolve and not evolve. You cannot come to Woman Evolve and not evolve. Okay? That was amazing all in itself. I was shouting. I was crying. Me and my friend was praying for, each other. And I felt like my faith went up. I felt like, I had an increase in faith. I felt like I had an increase in my spirituality. And I feel like all women, right? And men, right? Men need this type of thing too. I feel like all women should have been there. And if you wasn't, Women Evolve 2025, get your tickets now. Get your hotels now. Get you a group of women, maybe your mother, your aunt, cousins, get all of them together so y'all all can experience this physical and spiritual growth. My nail broke off. We was shouting like, it was insane. It was wild. Imagine being in a room with 40,000 women and we all bombarding heaven and we are trying to build our spirituality. That in itself, guys, was inspiring. And that in itself, guys, helped a lot of people. So, again, this was just like my recap of the Women Evolve. Like Cheryl Brady said, you can't come to Women Evolve year after year and not evolve. Everything that I want, I'm going to get. Everything is always working out for me. I'm building relationship with my husband even better, my children even better, me as a leader being better, me being a teacher, is going to be better. So I will never be the same because of the information and the energy that I've got. Me and my friend that went, our relationship has deepened as a friendship. And I feel like if you have friends, you and your friends should go with that too, right? Because you need to build. Your friendship should grow, right? And if your friendship is dying, you feel dead. If your friendship is dying, you feel dead, right? So you should go there with your friends too, and also build upon your friendship with your friends so that your friendship can also grow. So that was my recap. Of the Woman Evolve. On my channel, I got like maybe 5 or 6 videos that you guys should watch. The songs was amazing. The theme songs was amazing. The gospel song was amazing. Tasha Cobbs was amazing. Another guy, I forgot, I think his name was Chandler Moore or something like that. That was amazing. The whole event was amazing. I was filled from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I end up leaving, going home. But next time that I go, I'm going to go from Wednesday, the day before, and leave the day after. It was amazing, guys. And I'm telling you, you need to go with your spouse. You could bring your husband. It was 95% women, but I saw men there. Men can also benefit from this as well. I'm telling you guys, words can't really express. Okay, you're welcome. Words cannot really express what went on in that room. God and the Holy Spirit met us in that room. And I'm telling you, we all were filled, and I'm still filled right now. And I feel like God is doing a great thing and new things in my life. So, Women Evolve 2025, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm definitely going to tell some more of my friends and family members that they need to be there, too. Hell or high water, we need to get there. So, and she don't do any virtual. So, and that's a good thing. She don't do no virtual events because you need to be in the room, right? Virtually is okay, but you need to be in the room. I don't care if you're from Africa. I met a girl. She was from Tanzania. People was coming from all over. People was from China. I'm telling you, worldwide women were in there. So you need to get in that room, get there no matter what. Start planning. I think it's from July 31st to August 3rd or August 2nd. Start planning right now. You and your co-workers, you and your sisters, get there, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Okay, so if you guys have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.